Donald Trump has been indicted again, this time on federal charges in relation to the classified document scandal. The indictment includes 7 charges that carry a maximum 75-year prison sentence if convicted on all counts. If they keep going like this guy will be president for 75 years. Trump is set to be arraigned in federal court on Tuesday in Miami. Oh, great, so you're making him go to Miami and he has to look at the only unattractive people there. This is the second time that he's been indicted, and we're still a year and a half away from the election. Of course, he's also under investigation in Georgia, so I guess they're only allowed to arraign him in cities that Tom Wolfe wrote a book about. But back to the classified documents. The big orange elephant in the room is that a president has the authority to declassify whatever he wants without a formal process, a statement which even PolitiFact deemed mostly true, which is a rating they typically save for controversial stuff like the color of the sky. This is different from the previous case because it's not just an overzealous district attorney. This is a federal indictment, and it's all overseen by special counsel Jack Smith, who is certainly not one of the aliens that the government has been hiding, though he does look a lot like 1960s federal prosecutor Bill Normalman. But Trump isn't the only one who had classified documents. Remember that earlier this year, lawyers found 5 separate batches of classified documents scattered across the country in offices and houses belonging to, yep, Joe Biden. Those records were from his time as vice president and from his tenure in the Senate, when he had no declassifying authority. They even found boxes of classified documents piled up in his garage. Why couldn't Biden hoard something normal like cat skeletons? No Photoshop for that one. At the time, Biden's defenders said that it was no big deal, and his lawyers said it happens all the time. Biden hasn't even been interviewed about it, and I think that would be productive. Just how many documents did you take, Mr. President?
Somewhere between 700 billion and $1.3 trillion.
But it wasn't just Biden. Earlier this year, lawyers found a stash in Mike Pence's Indiana home. Rumor is he wouldn't even look at them without his wife present. Isn't that a great picture? Though I do feel a little strange that I've now seen Mike Pence's knees. Just look at that happy guy. He would never endanger government secrets. Pence! I'm sure we also all remember that Hillary Clinton got off clean when she deleted 30,000 emails, many of which contained classified information. She tweeted this morning bragging that she got away with it. Apparently everyone in government had classified documents. I hear John Fetterman uses them to wipe mustard off his hoodie. The indictment came on Thursday, which just happens to be the day that some inconvenient information came out about the Biden family. Turns out there's good evidence that Joe Biden accepted a $5 million bribe from Ukrainian natural gas company Burisma. Of course, he spent it all on Adderall and vacations with Jeffrey Epstein. The company also paid Hunter Biden $1 million a year to sit on their board. I guess that explains how you can just forget about a laptop you had. The rest, I guess he just smoked. Well, it certainly looks like the Justice Department is covering up Biden's corruption by prosecuting his main political opponent. I guess the alien thing wasn't enough. And at some level, I get it. Trump is running a strong campaign and he's leading in the polls, even with 3 new Republican candidates announcing this week. There seem to be 2 contests going on in the Republican Party. One is the contest for the party's nomination between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, and the other contest is to see who can waste the most time and money. That contest is between these guys and gal. And they all know that Trump is the guy to beat. Christie came out swinging with some choice words for Donald Trump.
He is, for those of you who read the Harry Potter books, like Voldemort.
Real cool reference, Chris. So if Trump is Voldemort, I guess that means you're our plucky young hero. He also criticized Trump's position on Ukraine.
He's been a puppet of Putin from the time he was president. We need to give the Ukrainians every piece of military hardware they need to protect themselves against this aggression.
So it's bad to be a puppet for a foreign leader. That's why we should send money and weapons to a foreign leader to act on our behalf. Got it. But of course Christie gets along with Ukraine. They both hate functioning bridges, and they understand each other's references. Someone else who announced this week, Mike Pence.
I came to faith in Jesus Christ as a man in college, and I started a lifelong love affair with the Constitution of the United States.
I hope Mrs. Pence knows about this. I would play more clips from this, but it has all the entertainment value of a tepid bowl of porridge. He also criticized Trump's actions on January 6th.
On that fateful day, President Trump's words were reckless. President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution. I chose the Constitution.
I never understood the Hang Mike Pence chant on January 6th. Of course, I object to it, but I can't imagine having a powerful feeling, negative or positive, about this guy. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me. I'll try it now. Let's look at some pictures of him, and I'll try my hardest to feel anything. Nope. Nothing. I appreciate the effort, but Still no. For real, who is more boring than Mike Pence?
I'm Doug Burgum. I approve this message.
Oh yeah. So Trump is getting barbs from his right and weaponized prosecution from his left. The right is doing what you're supposed to do during a primary. The left is taking a different tack. I don't think they're looking to jail him as much as tie him up. If they can't stop him outright, at least they can weaken him. My guess is that Trump will continue running and that all of this prosecution will drive voters to him. I wonder how many suitcases full of ballots they'll need this time.
Somewhere between 700 billion and $1.3 trillion.
Yeah, that's probably right. This week we also talked about Justin Trudeau's Pride ceremony and New York City's crack pipe vending machines in our segment News Catch-Up. You can watch that segment now on Canon Plus. Use promo code WADE99 to get your first month for just 99 cents. Link in the description, and I'll see you over on Canon Plus.